Hey y'all, it's me again, Chronicles in this place, in the car. So since we last spoke, let me show y'all this phone because I've been saying that I'm gonna show you all this phone. So probably right here, y'all probably can't see it, but you could see the inside of the phone, right? So that's why they could not fix my phone. But that's what I've been dealing with, and I could not see from here to here, right? And it's just horrible stuff going on with my phone. I just want to tell y'all, just don't drink, okay? Don't drink. But so yeah, that's the phone. I'm about to send it back now. I am getting a phone call right now. Hey, so I was getting a phone call. I don't know if it's gonna look weird or interrupt the video, but anyways. So, what happened since last we spoke? I know what I really wanted to tell y'all about though. So, right? So we get back or whatever, and something goes down, and we find phones. We found a phone put away somewhere. Not privates, but if you go to basic training, you can wait. If you're an OSIT, you can wait. It's not that important. That little time that you're going to talk to your family is not that important for you to be kicked out of the military. Everything that you endured for the past 7 weeks is now going to go down the drain. Do not do it. Don't do it. Just turn in your phone. Just stop. So we find phones. We find handmade, homemade, barracks made playing cards, and we find a Fig Newton, right? So, after we find these things, then Joe Sergeant tells them all, you gotta go, you're not in our platoon anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I can't believe this is happening in my platoon. Like, my children, why are they acting so horrible? So, anyways, that happens. And then when I'm giving them a story, I'm not, like, telling them it's okay that you did this. I'm just telling them, like, you can learn from your mistakes. Like, when I was in basic training, I almost got an Article 15 and didn't even make it in the military. I wasn't doing what they said I was doing, but I was still doing the wrong thing. I was out of my bed after lights out, just chilling at the front of the bay, like. And so when we got wrongly accused of doing other things, then I was just like, no, that's not right. Like, you can punish me, give me a counseling for being out of the bed, but you saying I did some other stuff, that's not acceptable. Like, I'm not gonna be wrongly accused. So I was letting them know, like, privates, like, don't cry about it, don't even be mad at the people that accused you, like, of this other stuff. Like, if you're made to survive, you're going to survive this and you'll stay in the military. If you're not made to stay in the military, then, like, I'm just giving you a story of how I almost got kicked out, basically, is what I was telling them. Like, I wanted them to survive, because until you're no longer a trainee, until, like, we know you're getting out the military, actually, until you leave, I treat all of them like trainees. I don't care. You're getting out, that's fine. You still wear the Army uniform, so I'm going to treat you like a trainee. So that's basically how I treat everybody. So they're still a part of my platoon until they got cut, right? So I'm still treating them as such. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, just keep your heads up. Like, and I know, like, they did the wrong thing, so probably I shouldn't, cater to them. And I'm not. I'm just still treating them like human beings, I guess. So that happened, and as I was giving them the little speech or whatever, one of them walked up to me with a phone, and I was like, oh my goodness, why? This is 2 phones now. And so he was like, I just wanted to turn it in because my battle buddies got in trouble, so I wanted to go ahead and get mine out the way. So he gave me his phone, I gave it to the drill sergeant, and I was like, this probably already looks suspicious. Like, first, like, I'm telling them it's gonna be okay, but if you didn't do anything wrong, like, anywhere, if you didn't do anything wrong, you're not gonna be wrongly accused, right? Clearly you had a phone though. So that happens, and so I'm all in shambles about that. And then, everybody's writing sworn statements, and they're like, oh, this happened, and this happened, and just, they didn't tell the drill sergeants about anything. And if we're not aware of what's happening, what do you think is going to happen? It's just going to go down drain. So that happened, and then we finally left. When I got home, I had a dream that one of the soldiers trainees shot me with a 9mm 6 times in the stomach. So in my dream, right, after he shot me the first time, so this is crazy, right? So he's walking up to me, and it's not even one of the bad ones, right? Not that any of them are bad, they're just taking a little longer to transform themselves. They're taking a little longer to grow. But so he's walking up to me, right, from one of the doors, and I'm going like this, and I'm like, stop, I won't make you do push-ups, He shot me, and I see the flash from the freaking pistol. And then he shoots me again. I'm like, okay, I can survive 2 shots, like on TV, you know? But he shoots me. He proceeds to shoot me. He shoots me 6 times total. 6. And I see blood, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. No one called the ambulance. There was another drill sergeant standing at the door, like probably less than 10 minutes away. And he's freaking just staring. And I'm like, oh, and I get up and I walk over to him. Why didn't you call 911? Why didn't you call the ambulance? You're just going to let me die. And I look down and there's no blood. So I don't know what this means. But I'm pretty sure that it meant that I was thinking about work a lot, right? And then when I got to work the next morning, one of the other drill sergeants put me to the side and he was like, I don't know what you're saying to them, but you need to stop, because this morning when the soldiers walked up to the formation, it was like, Drill Sergeant W's cool. She's going to help us out. She's the only one looking out for us, and she be smoking. I won't even date a dude that smokes cigarettes. I smoke? Me? What? Like, so I don't know. Like, I was irritated about that, and like one of the privates told me, he was like, they were scared to tell me, like I was gonna flip out, and I was like, carry on, privates. I mean, it's not like the military is no different from the world. It is, but it's not when it comes to people and their personalities. Like, you've dealt with people in high school that were like this. When they're going down, they want to bring the attention on you. Or that's probably not even what the case they were doing. They were probably trying to get them to think that the drill sergeant is going to help them, so they should step off because she's going to help. But he wasn't even talking to them. He was talking to one of his friends. So I think in his mind, my pep talk to make them not, like, cry or whatever motivated them to think that if they did something wrong, which I told them, if you didn't do anything wrong, well, actually, I told them it was all their fault. Like, you're the reason you're in this situation. I told you to not hang around people that had your same attitude. Like, I told y'all need to mingle. Y'all need to get with other people. Like, and they didn't do it. So that happened or whatever. And I asked them, I was like, so are we friends? Like, did I tell you I was going to help you out of a situation? Because I'm pretty sure that I didn't. And he was like, no, Drill Sergeant, I just said that I liked you in senior. I said, both of you, I liked you. Like, why are you telling people you like me? Why is that relevant? And so one of the other privates brought us some pills, and he said another private gave them to him. And I was like, oh my goodness, like now they're doing like pills, like why? So we go outside, we check them all, and it's been probably about 15 minutes or so. And we made him take everything out their pockets and stuff, and I saw one of them go in his watch and put something in his pocket, and I was like, I can't believe where are you? But then again, one of them, when they were writing sworn statements, was like, haven't you all been to jail before? No, that's not a question you ask everybody. They're all teenagers. You're a teenager. Why do you ask somebody that? Like, anyways, so I got irritated, like, because I thought the one, he said he was putting his wedding ring in his pocket, but still, I didn't believe it. So I was like, we're checking wallets too. Like, I was so irritated. And as we were, like, they were getting ready to put the stuff back in their pockets, I was like, no, we're going to check your wallets. So the one private took out a pill that's supposed to be giving the pills to everyone. He took out a pill out of his pocket. He was like, this is my last one. And we had already gotten 6 from other soldiers. So the other drill sergeant was like, where are the rest of the 6? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the last one. It's been 10 days. Like, this is the last one. I just had to take this one. So I'm like, we're checking wallets. I was like, don't put your wallet up. So he opens up his wallet and the pills fall out. And because I was like, take all your stuff out of your wallets. I'm not finna play this. We're going through everything. Just take it all out. And so, and I said that, he picks his up and he's looking through it, and like 3 more pills fall out. And I'm like, you lied to me to my face. Like, y'all understand why y'all in this situation right now. Y'all talking about y'all's cold. Can we put on our jackets? No. Like, y'all are a bunch of like liars. Like, clearly somebody went with him to get this. So more of you knew about the pills. It's not just him. So the pills fell out or whatever. And then I was like, you lied to me. And then he says that he was prescribed them. And then we say we have records. So then he starts talking like, oh, I got it from self-care. Self-care is where you just go and you tell them, oh, I got a cough, and they'll give you cough medicine. Like, they don't give you anything major, though. And I don't know what kind of pills these were, but they were orangish, reddish, something like that. So after that, he's like, well, no, after we say we can find proof if they given it to you or not. So then he was like, well, I got it from a friend. I was like, why did you lie to me? So now I can't believe anything you say. He's like, yes, Joe Sergeant. I was like, I don't even believe you're saying yes, Joe Sergeant. Like, just stop. I don't believe anything you're saying. Like, just don't talk to me. And so after that, we check them, and then we let them put on their clothes after we get those pills. And then That was basically the major for that. So last night I had CQ, and they let 5 of them join the platoon back, which they never left, but they kind of did. They let 5 of them join back to the platoon, and after they joined back to the platoon, they last night I had CQ, and so I guess the one that's supposedly like abusing other soldiers, which he did a long time ago. But in the military, if something happens to you, you need to say it right away. Like, it's just like in the real world. Like, if somebody slapped you last year and you're trying to report it now. So one of my soldiers comes up. I see he's irritated. Like, his aura is not the way it usually is. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? Because I tell them they all need to be in the same uniform. I was like, can I get some uniformity? When I go to do my checks, I see shoes, and then I see flip-flops, and I'm like, privates, no, that's not going to work. Can I get some uniformity? So he doesn't slam his, like, rifle down, but I can see it. Like, he's aggressive with everything. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he was like, we have people in here that don't give a F about anybody and just walk around, and they say it. So blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that doesn't make sense, and so I'm going to punish them all. I told him, like, you're all going to get up every hour just to make sure you're not fighting, since clearly this frustrates you all that much. And he was like, and they were like, oh, we get punished for this. So I called my senior, and my senior was like, you need to put your foot down and stop whining or whatever. And in my mind, I was like, that's not it, because I'm fine with, my plan of what I want to do. I'm fine. It's just I want to make sure that I just wanted guidance, I guess, basically. But I guess it sounded like I was crying. But I got what I wanted regardless. Like, so I talked to him about it. And then his plan of action was even worse for them than mine. And I was like, so I'm pretty sure privates, you just should have said that you wanted to stick with me instead of saying, oh, yeah, we'll wait for a senior to get here. Like, privates, right now you're whining. And I'm telling you, all of you are whining. If it's getting to you that much, like, this is not play. This basic training thing, you're going to get to a unit and it's going to be even worse. You're going to find people you don't like, that you don't think should have made it to the military. That's why we try to cut them out now, That's why we try to make sure that you can freaking hold on, because this is what causes people to have suicide. It's too much to deal with. If you can deal with it through basic, we're not going to cater to you. If you can't deal with not liking people, you're going to have leaders that you don't like sometimes, that you don't think are doing the right. Sometimes people slip through the cracks. So if you can't deal with another private that can't tell you what to do or do anything to you but talk trash, then how are you going to make it in the military? How? How are you going to do that? Like, if you have to save somebody you don't like, how are you going to do that? When it's just building up that much inside of you. You are not soldier material. So, I wasn't that harsh, but he was just like, if this is how the military is, I want to get out. Because I was telling him it's going to be like this in your unit too. You're not going to like everybody. You're going to have to work with them. They're going to have your 6. You're going to have theirs. And he was just like, well, I don't want to be here. I was like, America's like that too. Like, you have a small misdemeanor, you're not going to stay in jail forever. This person's going to have it. They're going to have a chance to go after you again before it's freaking said that they cannot live in society any longer. So you're going to leave America too? And he was like, no, Joe Sergeant. Like, I was like, are you not used to being in the spotlight? Is this the first time you've been, like, super squared away in life? And he was like, no. And I was like, so you're used to people talking to you like that, So the fact that this 21-year-old and you're 24 is bothering you that much, I don't know what to say. And he was just like, well, Joe Sergeant. And then he said he wanted to wait for another phase. We're on week 8 almost. And he's not even the MOS that stays here. So after graduation, he'll go. He wants to wait to do 4 more weeks. Not even. He wants to wait to do not even 4 more weeks, another cycle. So he has to stay here for months. And then he had to wait for another spot to open up in his AIT. And I was just, it was crazy to me. So he's just like, I'm not going to make any rational decisions. I was like, your family's going to have to wait to see you. Don't you have people you want to see back at home? Like, this doesn't make sense that he's getting to you that much. Like, I don't understand it. So me having the nightmare and everything, it's just been a very long week. I'm still motivated and stuff, but it's just like, why? You'd think you give them everything, and then they still want more, And it's people that you wouldn't even think were using a phone, right? Like, quiet ones. Their battle buddies are still vouching for them. No, they didn't have anything to do with it. I think they should come back to platoon and have no repercussions. First of all, you can't make that decision, but it's cool that you say that, but I don't think they had anything to do with it. They just hang out with the wrong crowd. No, guy, they definitely used the phone. Or they wouldn't be down here. We wouldn't punish them unjustly. So, I don't know. But that's that. And we have grenades tomorrow. And then we have FTX, so we'll be outside sometime this week. And I'm almost done moving. Like, if I have one good day, I can finish moving. Like, I'm at the house right now. But if I have one good day, I could finish moving. I wouldn't have any issues. But CQ off is not going to work for me because literally I slept until 15:30 today. And then I finally got up. So, not going to work for me. I need a legit, like, day just where I'm not doing anything. But I should be done all moved by... I should have everything out by the end of January. Every 2 days. Every day I'm going to bring 2 boxes over. Probably not Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because we're in the field. But other than that, I'm going to bring something. So, what else happened last night? Somebody had on a PT shirt with a uniform, OCPs, and I was like, what are you doing? He was like, my Joe Starn told me that I could wear it. I said, she told you that? He was like, yes. If I'm washing my clothes to put this on. Then I was like, let me take a picture. He was like, Joe Starn. I said, I just want your shirt and your number so we can see what Petunia represents when I put it out to the Joe Starns. He was like, well, I mean, she said that I can't not have a shirt on. So now you're changing your whole story. Is that what you're telling me? So these privates are just crazy. So now there's like a no, Joe Sergeant. No, that's not what happened. And this female sitting down. Yo, it's just so crazy on CQ. They're wild. They're brats. But I am getting ready to eat soon in probably the next 15 minutes. So it was nice talking to you all. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Probably before the end of the week. I'll let y'all know how the FTX goes. This will defend. Victory starts here. This will defend. Victory starts here. This will defend. Victory starts here. Victory starts here. Victory starts here. Victory starts here. You know what to say. Alright, talk to you guys later. Have a nice night. Well, you probably won't see this until the morning or something. I don't know. Alright, thanks. See you later.